Hey folks, welcome to the channel. In today's build, we're going to make a chef knife out of that wave Damascus that I did last time. If you haven't seen that, go check it up here. Take a look at that first. This build is going to have some complicated aspects to it, like an S-grind, and if you've never seen what an S-grind is on a chef's knife, you definitely want to stay tuned. So if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe down in the corner. It really helps me out, and let's take a look at this build. I'm ready to start to forge this out. So I've got this billet. It's probably maybe 3/8 thick, between 1/4 and 3/8. And I want to make this an integral bolster. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be the tang area. So what I'm going to do is compress this down. I should get it a little bit more than twice its width. So that should work out perfectly. And I need to push it all up here. So you can't, and I've had this issue before, you can't just put this in the press and squish it this way, because then both sides will compress. So I have a flat plate that I will sit it on and just press from the top, and that should push the top, or the bottom up to the top, and put my bolster up here. And then I'll be able to draw this out. I definitely have enough width here to draw this out and make a full-size kitchen knife. All right, let's go do it. Now I'm forging in the tip of the knife. I wanted to do this to make sure the pattern kind of morphs to the point and it doesn't just get cut off. I think it'll look better. Now that I've got the tip forged in, I want to draw out the knife with the drawing dies on the press. As usual, I have a downswept curve on the blade, but as I hammer in the bevels, it's going to bring the curve upwards. I wanted to take the curve out of the tang, so what better way than bang it on the anvil. I'm done most of the forging here, so now I'm just flattening out with the press just to get it nice and straight. Well, folks, you can see that I didn't do the integrated bolster. I started forging it out, but I just wasn't getting the width on it that I wanted. It just wouldn't work, so I just ended up flattening it out. I'll just do a hidden tang with a bolster. I do think I'm going to do something cool here with another bolster, just not integrated, so stay tuned on that. I got my basic pattern just drawn on here. I'm going to go to more to like a Giotto shape. It's still going to be a double bevel. It won't be the Japanese bevel, but let's give it a shot. Now I'm just profiling the blade a bit and removing the scale. I mentioned a Japanese bevel in that last clip. What that means is most Japanese knives only have a bevel on one side, almost like a chisel. But European blades tend to have a bevel on both sides, and that's actually what I'm going to do. So this is going to be kind of a hybrid. Here it is after some initial grinding, and I decided to do a little test etch on it. I'm not sure if you can totally see that, but I think it looks really cool. Especially some of the patterns in here. You can see the zigzags right here. And on this side as well. So pretty excited about that. I like the shape. I might taper this down a little more. But next, I'm still going to take some meat off of this. I want to get this down to, well, not quite half, but something like that. Then I'm going to put the initial bevel. I'll probably keep it pretty, you know, maybe a quarter, a thickness of a quarter or something on the edge, just because I really don't want it to warp. And then I'm going to quench it. When I do the final grind, that's when I'm going to do the S grind. So I'll talk a bit about the S grind in a little bit, but let's take that down to the dimensions for heat treat.
I've got the spine thickness I want for pre-heat treat. Now I'm going to put some scribe lines on it so I know where my center line is and start to grind in my bevels. I've done 3 normalization cycles at 1600, 1500, and 1400 degrees. Now it's going in and getting ready for the quench. The quench went perfectly on this knife, came out super straight, nice and hard. I put it in my tempering jig just to make sure it stays straight in the temper into the oven.
Crap.
Since it wouldn't fit in the toaster oven, it's got to go in the kitchen oven. Don't tell my wife.
Well, folks, I'm going to end this video here, primarily because I'm on vacation next week. Actually, when you watch this, I'm already be on vacation, so I'm having to pre-tape this so you guys have something to watch. And over the holiday weeks, I will be working on this a little bit, but I have a bunch of time off where I'm out of the country, so this will be a multi-parter. But we've got it heat treated and tempered. You can see kind of the pattern on the blade just coming out of the heat treat. So it looks pretty cool. So stay tuned. We're gonna turn this into a spectacular knife. I'm really excited about the bolster, about putting the S grind into it, and an amazing wood for the handle on this one. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one.